Unit 9, History and Culture. Reading I Pratap Malla. Complete the following sentences with the correct words from the text. A. Queen Rajendra Laxmi ruled the country as a regent because her son Rana Bahadur Shah was too young. B. Many buildings were renovated as they were destroyed by the earthquake. C. Many temples had their pinnacles made of gold. D. As the original trophy was stolen, they made the exact replica of it. E. Madhav Prasad Gamir was conferred the title Rashtrakavi in 2003. F. The government patronized Jamik Kumari Gamir for her contribution to Nepali literature. G. The British soldiers tried to invade Nepal but the brave Nepali people chased them away. B. Choose the best alternative. A. Why did Pratap Malla keep his father in jail? I. Pratap Malla was insane. E. Pratap Malla wanted to be the king soon. E. Pratap Malla's father was insane. B. What made Kantipur a strong state during Pratap Malla's reign? I. Pratap Malla's bravery. E. Pratap Malla's diplomacy. E. Pratap Malla's love for poetry. IV. Pratap Malla's love for art and culture. C. Which of the following was not renovated by Pratap Malla? I. Pashupatinath. E. Temple of Talaju. E. Temple of Degyutal. IV. Temple of Bhutanilkantha. D. According to the text, which of the following did not happen during Pratap Malla's reign? I. Trade with India and China. E. Promotion of art and culture. E. Invasion of Kantipur. IV. Presence of learned men at the palace. C. Answer these questions. A. Name 2 countries that had trade with Kantipur. Ans. 2 countries that had trade with Kantipur during Pratap Malla's reign were India and China. B. How did Pratap Malla keep his kingdom safe from Lalitpur and Bhaktapur? Ans. Pratap Malla employed a strategy to have the rulers of Lalitpur and Bhaktapur compete with one another in order to protect his kingdom from Lalitpur and Bhaktapur. He sometimes sided with Bhaktapur and put Lalitpur in danger, while other times he sided with Lalitpur and attacked Bhaktapur. See where did Pratap Malla place the image of Lord Hanuman? Why? Ans. Pratap Malla placed the image of Lord Hanuman by the side of his palace gate, and he called the palace Hanumandhoka. He did this to ward off evils. D. Pratap Malla conferred himself with the title Kabindra. Do you think this title suit him? Give reasons. Ans. Pratap Malla conferred himself with the title Kabindra, a king of poets. This title suits him as he was a vastly learned king, and a poet. He could compose poems in Sanskrit, Nepal Bhasa, Nepali, Bengali, and Hindi. E. Pratap Malla used to invite the intellectuals at his palace. What does this indicate about his personality as a king? Ans. Pratap Malla used to invite intellectuals to his palace. This indicates that he was a personality as a king who respected and patronized the scholars of his time. He was interested in learning and promoting art and literature. D. Pratap Malla contributed a lot to Nepali culture during his reign. Can you name some of them which still exist? Ans. Pratap Malla made significant contributions to Nepali culture during his reign. Some of his contributions that still exist today include the renovation of the Pashupatinath temple and the erection of a pinnacle over it, the construction of various temples and structures at Swayambhu, including Pratapur and Kabindrapur, and Degyutal, the renovation of the temples of Basuki Bhimsen, Talaju, the erection of an image of Hanuman, the monkey god, by the side of his palace gate, which led to the palace being named Hanumandhoka, the construction of Sundari Chowk and Mohan Chowk inside the palace, the digging of a pond at Bandarkal and the installation of an image of Narayan lying in the pond, which was an exact replica from the Bhutanilkantha temple. Grammar. Find the second part of each sentence. Then, change each verb into the correct form. A. The alarm, go, E. While Trishna, sleep. Ans. The alarm went while Trishna was sleeping. B. As soon as the teacher asked the questionee, Brinda replied, her. Ans. As soon as the teacher asked the questions, Brinda replied her. C. I do my homework IV when the telephone ring. Ans. I was doing my homework when the telephone rang. D. When the doors opened versus the audience rushed into the stadium. Ans. When the doors opened, the audience rushed into the stadium. E. When we wake ill, we see the sun shining brightly. Ans. When we woke, we saw the sun shining brightly. B. Complete the sentences. Write in the correct form of each verb. A. When I arrive home, my dad prepare snacks for me. B. That day, when we leave home, the sky was overcast and it was drizzle. C. Last week, we book a hotel online. The hotel was really wonderful. The staff stand at the gate to welcome us when we reached there. D. Were the children sleep when you reach home that night? E. Something very strange happened on my way home yesterday. I was walking along the way. Suddenly, I saw my grandfather following, but he had died a year ago. F. We were travel to Chitwan when the police stopped us on the way. According to them, there was a bomb there. So, we have to wait for an hour. C. Makes sentences using the words given in the brackets. Use the correct forms of the verbs. Simple past or past continuous. A. It began to snow while we returned home. Ans. It began to snow while we were returning home. B. Kamal fall off while he play on the veranda. Ans. Kamal fell off while he was playing on the veranda. C. Amit wait for me when I reached the station. Ans. Amit was waiting for me when I reached the station. D. Simran take my photos while I not look at the camera. And Simran took my photos while I was not looking at camera. E. What you do yesterday when I call you. Ans. What were you doing yesterday when I called you? F. I break the glass while L wash it. Ans. I broke the glass while I was washing it. G. The teacher enter the class while some students dance in the class. Ans. The teacher entered the class while some students were dancing in the class. I find the lost purse while I clean the room. Ans. I found the lost purse while I was cleaning the room. J. Dipasha finish her homework while her brother watched TV. Ans. Dipasha finished her homework while her brother was watching TV. Writing. Study the events below. These are the major events that happened in the history of Nepal from 2017 BS to 2046 BS. Write a couple of paragraphs about Nepal's journey from panchayat to multi-party democracy. First Paush. 2017 King Mahendra dismissed the elected government, suspended parliament, imprisoned the prime ministers, banned political parties and activities. Seized all power. 22nd Paush. 2017 King Mahendra announced the partyless autocratic panchayat system. 10th Jestha. 2036 announcement of referendum. 20th Baishak. 2037 the election of referendum took place. 7th Falgun. 2046 the mass movement formally started. 10th Jestha. 2042 Nonviolent Civil Disobedience Movement. 26th Kshetra. 2046 Restoration of Multi-Party System. Ans. Nepal's journey from panchayat to multi-party democracy was a long and difficult one. In 2017 BS 1960 AD, King Mahendra dismissed the elected government, suspended parliament, imprisoned the prime ministers, banned political parties and activities, and seized all power. He then established the panchayat system, a partyless autocratic system of government. The panchayat system was not popular with the people of Nepal. They wanted democracy and freedom. In 2036 BS 1981 AD, King Birendra announced a referendum on whether to continue with the panchayat system or to restore multi-party democracy. The people voted overwhelmingly in favor of multi-party democracy. However, King Birendra refused to accept the results of the referendum. He continued to rule Nepal under the panchayat system. In 2046 BS 1990 AD, the people of Nepal launched a mass movement to demand democracy. The movement was successful, and King Birendra was forced to restore multi-party democracy. The restoration of multi-party democracy was a major victory for the people of Nepal. It was the culmination of decades of struggle for democracy and freedom. The multi-party system has brought many positive changes to Nepal, including greater freedom of expression, more political participation, and improved human rights. However, the multi-party system has also faced challenges. Nepal has been plagued by political instability, corruption, and poverty. The country is still struggling to achieve its full journey that the country is still on today. Potential. Nevertheless, the restoration of multi-party democracy was a major step forward for Nepal, and it is a